How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Ace. Today we are checking out the REO Brothers cover of the Beatles' A Day in the Life. So I've reacted to this specific song twice. One was with the music video that was on the Beatles channel, and then once as kind of a redo of that song just because we ended up focusing more on the video than the song itself, so I went back and did a lyrical breakdown and everything. And I saw that this one was suggested, and I'm curious how they're going to do some of the instrumentation, having heard how the song goes. So yeah, I'm excited to check this one out, so I say we go ahead and get started. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And without further ado, REO Brothers, A Day in the Life. Here we go. He really is a chameleon with voices.
About the lucky man who made the grade. And though the news was rather sad, well, I just had to laugh. I saw the photograph. He blew his mind out in the car. That the lights had changed. A crowd of people stood and stared. They'd seen his face before. Nobody was really sure whose the house was lost. I saw a field today, oh boy. The English army had just won the war. A crowd of people turned away, and I just had to look, having read the book. I'd love to tell you.
Yeah, I mean, they're definitely doing a great job on this cover for sure. It's all really just the whole orchestra is in the keyboard, and I definitely like that. But Ray is like a chameleon when it comes to vocals based on what I've heard so far from two songs. Like, he really does sound like John Lennon here. And they even have that echoey effect for his voice. Yeah, the chaos of the instrumentation was done fairly well here as well. And like I said, instead of an orchestra, the keyboard's like filling in for all of that and doing that crescendo that goes up and up until the song change. And based on how everything's set up, I'm wondering if they do multiple songs in one setting just because of how the microphones are set up on everybody. Because if I remember right, it was pretty much the same setup as it was for Sultans of Swing. And I'm also wondering if like somebody else is going to sing Paul McCartney's parts, or if that's going to be Ray throughout the entire song, or if they're going to take turns throughout the song and Ray just did the first couple of verses. But yeah, I'm definitely enjoying this beautiful piece of music, and I'm ready to check out the rest of it. I say we go ahead and get back to it, so here we go.
Woke up, fell out the bed, drank a gun because of my hand. Found my way downstairs and drank a cup. Looking up, long as I was late. I found my coat, grabbed my hat. I made the bus seconds flat. Made my way upstairs and had a smoke. Somebody spoke and I went into a dream.
Great harmony. Okay, so Ralph took Paul McCartney's part, so I got my question answered about that, and then Ray continued with John Lennon's part. So it was really cool to see that, you know, we had two different singers on this one. And it was also awesome that they harmonized very well, which I definitely like that. And I feel like the keyboard and bass guitar stand out more here than in the Beatles version. And not only that, but the harmony during that second portion of the harmony, I feel like was a little bit clearer and a little bit more pronounced, at least from the version that I heard, which was the 2009 edition. I don't know if that changes anything from other releases or not. I'm not 100% sure, but I'm just comparing to the 2009 edition. Definitely let me know if there's any changes or anything like that. The second part that Ray sings, the instrumentation sounds even a little more energetic than how the Beatles did, which I think is cool. So it sounds like they did add some changes to the song, possibly even for the better. And also going back and listening to that song, they sound like it's in a different key as well. Like maybe it's like one step down, I think. And maybe it's just me, but I think it sounds a little bit better like that. I also like how Ron counted in for the longest note. Now, while it wasn't as long as the Beatles, it was still cool to actually hear that. And I did notice there was only like one camera angle on this performance compared to the Sultans of Swing performance. And also the walls are a little bit different. And I do see that this one was released before the Sultans of Swing, so I'm just guessing from the two videos, it looks like they've made changes over the years, which is always nice to see. Because it is always cool to have the different angles, the different camera shots and everything, just to have different perspective. So I think that is like one like really cool change that they ended up adding later on. I thought that behind Ralph like was a window just because of how the curtains were there, but I'm guessing it's just a way to kind of soundproof the room a little bit more. I actually had to do that on like a previous apartment, some earlier reactions that I did. You'll see the curtains are hanging up on the wall as well as some sound panels. But yeah, this was a really cool performance. I'm glad I was able to check this one out. And I do see how, you know, they bring in their own flair, and I think that's really cool. Definitely would not mind checking out more from the REO brothers. If y'all have any suggestions or anything I should know about, definitely drop those in the comments below. Would love to check those out. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Check the description for all the cool stuff like the socials, the link to the video, the Buy Me a Coffee link if you're interested in supporting the channel and getting a priority request in. And if you made it to the end of the video, comment hashtag a day in the life. I think that's it for this reaction. Check you on the next one. Bye guys.